Most people compare their income to the wrong people. They look at YouTubers, influencers, or some viral post saying you should make 100K by 25, and then they feel broke. But that's not how money works in real life. The only comparison that actually tells you if you are doing okay is this: how much do people your age, working full-time, actually make? And are you at least in the middle of that group? Not compared to 50-year-olds, not compared to 19-year-olds, not compared to tech people in San Francisco. Just your age bracket. So let's make this really simple and voice-friendly and just say the numbers out loud. If you are between 20 and 24 years old, being around $40,000 a year puts you right around the middle. That's it. Not 80K. Not 120K. About 40K. If you're 22 and making 40K, you are not behind. If you're making 32K, okay, you're a bit under, but now you have a target. If you're making 45K, you are actually ahead of a lot of people your age. If you are between 25 and 34 years old, the middle is around $59,000 to $60,000 a year. So if you are 27 or 30 and making about 60K, you are basically at the median for your age. That means half of people your age make less than you. If you're at 50K, you're under, but not by some crazy amount. If you're at 70K, you're clearly above your age group. And this is the part that messes people up. The internet has convinced everyone that 30-year-olds make 100K by default. In actual data, normal full-time workers in their late 20s and early 30s are closer to 60K. Not bad, not poor, just normal. If you are between 35 and 44 years old, you're usually in your better earning decade, and the middle there is about $70,000 a year. So if you are 38 and making 70K, you are literally on track for your age. If you're at 80K, you're above. If you're at 55K, you're below, and that's when people start to feel the gap because their friends start getting promoted. If you are between 45 and 54 years old, the middle is still around $71,000 a year. Notice how it didn't suddenly jump to 120K. For most people, income rises through the 20s and 30s, peaks in the late 30s or 40s, then kind of levels off. If you are 50 and making around 71K in a full-time job, you are not behind your age group. And if you are between 55 and 64, the middle is about $67,000 a year. It dips a little because some people go part-time or take easier roles. So, let me say it, clean in a row so you can use it in audio. Ages 20 to 24, 40,000. Ages 25 to 34, 60,000. Ages 35 to 44, 70,000. Ages 45 to 54, 71,000. Ages 55 to 64, 67,000. If you are at or above those numbers for your age, you are in the better half. You are not behind. Now, let's talk about the 3 objections that always show up. First, what if I don't work full-time? Then convert to full-time. Take your hourly rate, multiply by 40 hours, multiply by 52 weeks. That's your full-time equivalent. Compare that number to your age band. Second, what if I live somewhere expensive? Then add 10 to 20% to these numbers to feel the same. If you live somewhere cheaper, these numbers will actually feel generous. Third, what if my friend makes way more? There will always be people above the median. That doesn't make you behind. It just means they are above average. That is how averages work. The real question is not, am I richer than the richest guy I know? The real question is, am I at least on pace for people my age? If yes, you can stop panicking. Then you can focus on the real wealth game, which is growing the gap between income and spending and investing the difference. Now, if you are under your age median, that doesn't mean you failed. It just means one lever needs to move. You can move location. Higher paying city or remote job tied to a higher pay scale. You can move job family. Some fields simply pay more for the same age. Tech, healthcare, skilled trades in the right place, utilities, logistics, government with overtime. You can move hours. A lot of people sit at 35 or 36 hours. Going to 40 or adding one premium shift a week can close most of the gap. You can move employer. Switching jobs every 2 or 3 years is still one of the easiest ways to jump from below median to above median. And if you live with a partner, two people both earning just okay can be very solid together. So the bottom line is this. If you are 23 and making 40k, you are fine. If you are 30 and making 60k, you are fine. If you are 40 and making 70k, you are fine. If you are 50 and making around 70k, you are fine. Don't let the loudest people on the internet convince you you're failing when the real numbers say you're in the better half. And if you are below, that's not shame, that's a target. Now you know what to aim for. This is compound state. We don't compare to flex culture. We compare to reality.